Hey everyone, how's it going? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for another installment of the Michigan Wolverines realistic rebuild that we're doing. Uh, if you've been if you've been following along with the stream, which is mostly taking place over on my Twitch at Kinetic615, but I'm switching, alternating back and forth between Twitch and YouTube right now. This is a uh, this is a simulation rebuild of the Michigan Wolverines that I started doing with the 2025 season, where I recreated the Michigan Wolverines 2025 recruiting class, including Bryce Underwood. And we've simulated through the past couple seasons. I have played only one part of one game, and that was part of the national championship in the last season, 2027 season, because it was the only time that I actually played with Bryce Underwood and the other players that I had recreated in the game. So, just real quick to catch everybody up on where we've been. So, if you look at the history, 2024, I just simulated with the 8-5 season that we had this past season in real life. And I took us to the Independence Bowl, not the ReliaQuest Bowl, but there's nothing I can do about that. In Bryce's first season, 2025, we did win the Big Ten championship. However, we did not win any playoff games. Bryce, for his first season, went 10-4. I'm sorry, we did win one playoff game. We lost in the, I want to say, the Sugar Bowl. 2026, Bryce's sophomore season, we went 14-2. We did end up winning the national championship. That was without me playing a single down in the entire season. Where we do actually watch the games in the series. We watched either the last quarter or the last half of the game. The only difference is with the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry with the game, we do watch the entire game. But that year, his sophomore year, Bryce did place second in voting for the Heisman. But we did go on to win the national championship. In 2027, we went 15-1 and again made it to the national championship. Now, Bryce did win the Heisman that season, and we won the Cotton Bowl, the Rose Bowl, and we did win the national championship last year as well. So we are defending back-to-back national champions. However, with that being the third season, Bryce Underwood, along with many of our prize recruits from the 2025 season, did go pro. Many of them got drafted. So let's take a look real quick at the roster to see who we have left, along with the players that we've recruited over the last couple seasons. So at quarterback, we do have Jaden Davis, who was in a quarterback position battle with Notre Dame transfer C.J. Carr. Jaden Davis did win out, so he is going to be the starting quarterback this year. C.J. Carr will be the backup. And third string, we've got redshirt freshman Dexter Jr. We've got Stephen Ellington and Larry Shockey on redshirts. Running back, we have Stephen Watford, Jordan Marshall, Micah Kapana. We have David Duval as sort of our power and short yardage back. And then Ben Pryor is a freshman that's on a redshirt. Now, man, I am a huge fan of Jordan Marshall and Micah Kapana, and I feel like I should start them to try to increase their ratings over this year, so that hopefully maybe they can get drafted, which will give a big bonus to Stephen Watford and Damon Duval in the following season. But I also recognize this is Watford's redshirt sophomore year, and with being a 92 overall, he may leave anyway. So we'll probably just let it go as is, and just say that Watford came in and was just a knockout prospect. There was no way to deny him, and just assume that we may be losing 3 running backs this season. Fullback, we have redshirt junior Eli Owens. Wide receivers, we've got all 3 of the prize wide receivers from the 2025 freshman class, all in their redshirt junior year. We have Andrew Marsh, Jacob Washington, Jamar Browder, And then we have redshirt sophomore Elias Esponda, redshirt freshman Juan Ball, redshirt sophomores Kevin Calcaterra and Juan Parkey. And then we've got freshmen Stephen Wade and Alejandro Rios, who are taking redshirts. At tight end, we've got redshirt senior Brady Priestcorn, redshirt sophomore Deontay Youssef, redshirt sophomore Bradley Wilfork, redshirt sophomore Walt Overhauser, redshirt junior Dorian Goldberg, and freshman taking a redshirt year Dorian German. Along the offensive line, we have 20'25" recruit Avery Gash, who has moved outside as a premier pass protector on the line, with Mike Foster and Matt DeLuca. At left tackle. Left guard, we've got redshirt senior Blake Frazier, with redshirt junior Isaiah Ellington and redshirt freshman Jamie Trevino. At center, we've got redshirt senior Luke Hamilton, redshirt junior Steve Robert, redshirt junior Errol Bland, and freshman Tyrese Ramesh. At right guard, we've got redshirt junior Ty Haywood, redshirt senior Andrew Sprague, redshirt junior Austin Costanzo, and freshman Dexter Drake. At right tackle, we've got Sullivan Absher, redshirt senior, who transferred in this past offseason, and redshirt freshman Hunter McGough. Also taking red shirts is Taylor Walters and Paul Schaefer. On the defensive line, we've got redshirt senior left end Devin Baxter, and redshirt freshman Jason Shaughnessy, with Devin Marler and Cole Ecker taking red shirts. On the right side, we've got redshirt senior Lugard Edekpaye and redshirt sophomore Alex Lang, with Mitchell Kaiser taking a redshirt year. At defensive tackle, now Julius Holly, who has played defensive end the last couple of seasons, has developed into quite the run stopper, so he kicked into defensive tackle for this season. And we've got redshirt junior transfer Alex Koku. Also Bobby Kanka, Benny Patterson from the 2025 recruiting class, and redshirt freshman Michael Funches. Left outside linebacker Jacob Oden, redshirt senior Corey Stewart, redshirt junior Devion Stick, with freshman Demetrius Abiamiri and Marquise Durant taking red shirts. Inside at linebacker, we've got redshirt senior Cole Sullivan, redshirt junior Nathaniel Owusu Boateng, redshirt freshman Tim Jameson, with Deontay Siegel and Matt McKeithen taking red shirts. Right outside linebacker, we've got redshirt junior Chase Taylor from the 2025 class, David Fadukasi, a redshirt sophomore, and freshman Tucker Felton taking a redshirt this year. At cornerback, we've got some of the DBs from the 2025 recruiting class. Now, these all three started out as safeties, but for their senior and junior years, which they're all 3 years. They've all been here 3 years. Just only Jaden Sanders took a redshirt year his first year. So we've got Jordan Young, Kanoa Winston, Jaden Sanders. And then we've got redshirt senior Khalil Conley, who transferred in, and redshirt sophomore D'Angelo Beckham. Then we've got Quayshawn Quinton and Steve McCurdy taking redshirt seasons. And then at safety, we've got Kevin Humes, redshirt senior, Dean Cheek, redshirt freshman, and then Avery Maggio taking a redshirt year. Strong safety transfers redshirt senior Sayer Torrance, and redshirt sophomore Javier Russo, with Kevin Camacho taking redshirt year. Kicker, we've got junior Ernest Gash. Punter, we've got senior Antoine Long. Now we are shooting for the stars here with our recruiting board. We are targeting 2 quarterbacks, Matthew Drango, who may or may not end up being a quarterback, and Nick Merchant out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Both are 5 stars. Running back, we've got 3 5-stars on the board. Ari Kakaha out of Clearwater, Florida. Clay Quarterman out of Marlton, New Jersey. And Marvin Head out of Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. Now we are targeting a tight end that we plan to use in that Max Bredesen role. Zeke Drugsma will be a tight end fullback hybrid if we get him. Wide receiver, we've got 1 5-star on the board, Lamar Honeycutt out of San Antonio, Texas. At tight end, for a pass catching threat, we've got tight end Gideon Igbenogany out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. At offensive tackle, we're targeting Marlon Childress out of Hialeah, Florida, Daryl Salazar out of Essexville, Michigan, and Wade Netter out of Naples, Florida. At guard, we're targeting George Gayton out of Houston, Texas. Center, we're targeting Darren Figures out of Jenks, Oklahoma. On the defensive side, we're targeting a few guys here. A couple of them will be are targeting towards playing on the ends. That's going to be Austin Reshad and Ernest Ishmael. However, we are looking at D'Angelo Maggio to move inside to D-tackle. Sean Kuti, who would move either inside or back to outside linebacker, depending. And then Jared Stevenson is looking like an outside linebacker edge rusher. Defensive tackle, we've got Owen Olson out of Deland, Florida. Outside linebacker, we're looking at Dalton Dillard out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Rashard Muhammad out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Interior linebacker, we're looking at Drew Isaac from Silver Spring, Maryland, George Abanikanda out of Los Alamitos, California, Jamal Owen out of Evansville, Maryland, Enrique Fuentes out of Las Vegas, Nevada. At DB, we're looking at a couple 5-stars and 4-stars. We got 5-star Craig Faust out of West Lafayette, Indiana, 4-star Stan Bauer, Asheville, North Carolina, 4-star Gideon Madabut out of Baltimore, Maryland. We've also got Nate Cushenberry out of Kent, Washington, Quincy Best, 4-star out of Jacksonville, Florida. And then we've got Tony Silva, 5-star out of Princeton, New Jersey, and David Beatty, 4-star out of Maggie, Mississippi. We are looking at a kicker, Thomas Stack out of Hampton, Georgia. And that will be our recruiting board. So let's go ahead and get into week 1. See how many of those recruits we get locked out of in the first. We didn't get locked out of any. That's good. No, we did. We got locked out of George Gayton. So, so that's fine. And as always, there are going to be some that we don't make it onto the board or we get locked out of or whatever the case, and that's fine. We'll circle back later in the season and in the transfer portal to fill holes. So let's get the 5-hour baseline on each recruit real quick. Got to prioritize the speed rushers. And I just put these 5 hours on because it sets a baseline where you're gaining a little bit of influence each week, even while not focusing on that person. Some guys, it won't be enough because other schools will pursue them harder and will get locked out, but I'd say at least half of them generally will, that 5 hours was enough to keep us alive long enough that we can jump back into the race, or even enough to keep us going, sometimes even in the lead, until we can circle around and focus on it. So, all right, now I'm looking at ones that have more than just us going after them. I'm going to fill up their board. So Matthew Drango, Craig Faust, Led fill up his board. Ernest Ishmael, Harry Kikaha, Austin Reshad, pay more attention to this. Gotten so used to a few of the other ones that I'm playing offline that I don't have more than 65 hours to give to anyone at any time. Last extra 5 on Stevenson. Alright. Let's advance to the bye week. Well, like I said, we'll probably get blocked out of a few others, and that'll free up some more hours to go with the guys that we're focusing on. Oh, I didn't show you. For those interested, the build that I'm going for with Sharon Moore is I've got Tier 4 in Recruiter. I will eventually get Tier 1 in Elite Recruiter. I've got I got 2 tiers in quarterback, 1 in offensive line. Now eventually I will get the other 3 tiers in offensive line here. In Motivator, I've got Tier 3 on these 4. I will eventually get Tier 3 on these 2 and offensive line. On all those 3, they're not there yet. But right now, I'm focusing on Architect, trying to get Limitless. Alright, I'm sorry, I did get Limitless. Tier 2 on each position group except for Kicker Punter. So next, I'm going to focus on, I'm going to get the other points here in Motivator. I'm going to get Tier 3 on running back, fullback, linebacker, and offensive line. Then I will go to get Elite Recruiter. I'll get Tier 1 on each of these. And then I'll go and put the last 3 tiers, we'll use my last 15 points and 3 tiers on blocking for Tactician. This is my preferred build for this game. So. Alright, so let's jump into this Central Michigan game and get our first look at senior Jaden Davis at the helm of the Michigan Wolverines. Now what we'll do is we'll do just like we have the past 3 seasons. I will send the first 3 quarters, we will watch the 4th.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes State, and from the Upers to those in the Mitten, all Michiganders will be focused on this showdown. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis.
On the News Man podcast and this Football Michigan podcast that I'm on a lot, I did point out that there is a path for Jaden Davis to have a year starting if he stays with Bryce Underwood. If Bryce Underwood leaves after 3 years, Jaden Davis would still have 1 more year of eligibility where Michigan would be his team that he could. So everyone's so certain that he's going to transfer, and he might. If he doesn't win the job from Bryce, he might. But if he stays, if he competes, if he uses Bryce to push himself to get better, there is a path that Jaden Davis could potentially start for the 2028 season. Now, whether he wants to do that, that's up to him, but there is a lane for him to follow to do that. Okay, so let's sim the first quarter. Going back and forth. Michigan gets the first touchdown, up 7-0, going into the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, CMU answers back, tied up 7-0. Then Michigan scores a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, goes into halftime 21-7. Third quarter, no score in the third quarter, still 21-7. Now let's jump in and watch Jaden Davis close out his first game as a starting quarterback.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
So Jaden Davis under center, 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Tight formation, drops back to pass under pressure,
and he got
gets the pass off, but it
just
gets
as
the
he
break.
released the pass, it's incomplete.
3rd and 10.
Now
Shotgun
facing a
split.
3rd and long. Off the play fake.
Takes the handoff and takes the sack.
And the defense
Back
gets
it
to the
up 45-yard
quarterback.
line, 4th and 16.
That's an interesting call, going play action on
Not a
3rd
great
and
start
long, because
for
the
Jaden Davis.
defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the offense on first down.
CMU takes the field in shotgun, tight formation, one back.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
Throw, tries to take off, and is sacked.
He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely
Devin Baxter
insane.
just got his 40th career sack.
You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football
Second and
that
19
you need to know where they line up each and every play, because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career.
It's snap under pressure and sack in the end zone for a safety. Cole Sullivan and Jacob Oden.
That stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up a big safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
March with the return.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
He's under pressure, and he takes another sack. Back-to-back plays for Jaden Davis taking a sack.
His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game.
Not counting punts,
standpoint,
there's been a sack on the last 4 plays in the game.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack.
Davis
now
it's
second down.
2nd and 19, 29 yards.
Looking to
pass.
pass.
Quick pass over the middle. Wide open to the tight end.
Nothing but green ahead. And they
tackled at the 5-yard line.
But it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Brady
He's been so
Bridgestone with
locked
the
in. It
catch
seems
over the
like
middle.
any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the
Nice
ball
shot
game,
over.
keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why?
Tight spiral,
Because
wide
stats
open
matter
target.
late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Not able to outrun
A
the
great
smallest
chance to put
DBs.
this
They
game
got it
away
down to
with a
5.
score here on first and goal.
Jaden Davis, single back wing formation, tight. The receiver's
Motion
right.
from the offense.
One receiver goes in motion. Fakes the
They'll dial
reverse,
up the
hands
run
it to
on first and goal.
Touchdown,
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the
Watford,
route
Stephen
is
Watford.
on.
Stephen Watford punches it
Well, I
in for a
think this
touchdown.
home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
I didn't do that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I did not fix the depth chart. I'll do that after this
The
game,
kick
but I'm going
is
to go
up
from the
and
game.
good. It put one more
Specifically,
on
I'm
the
going
lead.
to fix the defensive ends and the running backs.
Strike off.
Got to use a good running back rotation here. I'm going to put Capana up here. Slot receiver rotation as well. Oh, you need to double check the ends as well. The game likes to move them around.
Scoring. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Up 30-7 with 6.5 minutes left in the game. Kicks off. Fielding
and
the
he's
zone,
going to try
brings
to
it out.
return this one.
Turns it to
Rolling
the
the dice to
13-yard
bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Michigan with the 3
Central
in front,
Michigan
seeing
takes
you in
over, and
shotgun.
we'll get another look at this
Pass the ball.
offense.
Pass to the right.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there.
Back
They
there,
stop it
5
at just a
receivers.
few.
Seeing you shotgun.
Line getting set on
Michigan
second down.
4-man front. Rush
He's
score.
looking to throw.
Under pressure. Sack.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education and defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Big pass to the right.
With the
Under
catch,
pressure.
it's
Connects. First
Duarte.
down.
That's a nice
27.
pickup to give them some breathing
Shotgun,
room, and
one
they've got it
back, one
out to
tight
the
end. 2
27.
receivers left, 1 right. Snaps the
He'll come
ball,
out
looking
throwing on
pass.
first down.
Steps up.
Fires
Passes
to
left.
the wideout.
Next,
Got
big
his
game.
man downfield.
Tackled at
And
the
he's to the
48-yard
48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Shotgun, empty
The
backfield.
Chippewas
2
are
receivers
moving
left,
quickly
3
down
out
the
wide to
field.
the right. Changing the play. Receivers tightening the formation. 22 motions into the
Looking to
backfield.
go up top on first
Looking to
down.
pass over the middle.
And it's
Drop.
incomplete. If you're
Second
going to
and
take a
10.
hit like that, you might as well hang on to
The
the
backfield
ball.
again. Shotgun.
After the misfire, now on second down.
Michigan with 7 people on the line.
He's
Rushes
looking to
forward.
throw.
Throws over
He's
the middle.
got his man.
Next, first down.
Really confident
Crosses
throw
midfield,
and catch there.
tackled at
Big
39
pickup,
yard.
and they have a first down.
Empty
And the
backfield again.
Chippewas
5
come to the
receivers
line
set.
with a fresh set of downs.
Michigan blitzing
Back
5.
to the air one more
Plays over the
time.
middle. Connects
Sure hands. It's
right at the
Booker.
first down
They
line.
stop him
Should be
just
second
short
and
of the
inches.
first down, but it will be second
Same
and inches coming
formation.
up.
CMU in shotgun. Snaps the
He's
ball.
looking to
Michigan
throw.
blitzes. Under
They're
pressure.
trying to get to him.
Scrambles left.
Chuck it
Throws it away.
just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're
Third down,
probably
inches.
fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for
Shotgun.
a
One
fumble.
back.
Wide receiver coming
Michigan
across
6
in
on the line.
motion.
Receiver in motion. Fakes the
They'll
reverse.
try to
Looks
pick up the
pass.
first through the air.
Passes down to the right side, and
What
it's
a grab
intercepted.
by the defense.
And as a defensive
Michigan
lineman late in
Wolverines
the
with
game,
the
man, when
interception.
you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them
Take a
stats,
picture.
get the INT. Nice job by this
Turnover
team.
Ducks. Somebody get him the turnover Ducks. That was cornerback Jordan Young, senior, with the interception.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
They
had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the
other
same
side,
fashion.
two receivers out wide right. Looking to pass.
They've got so
Pass it
many
underneath
different
over the middle, drag
playmakers
route.
all over the
To
field.
the tight end, first down, tackle at the 28.
Stopped at the 28, but a big
222 yards for 2 touchdowns for Davis so far today. First and 10, 20 yards, hands it off, runs up the middle, Watford. Tackle at the 37 with the second and 1. 37 yards.
He's now over the century mark with
Davis in shotgun, dual set, 2 receivers right, 1
He
left.
goes over the century mark in this season.
Option play, Jaden Davis keeps it, runs, tackle at the 47-yard line, picks up the first down. First and 10, 47-yard line. Single back, wing formation, 2 receivers left. Or 1 receiver left, excuse me. Snaps the ball, hands it off, runs to the left. Watford tackled up for only a yard.
It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the
Formation,
line.
2 receivers left this time.
Fast motion from the
Receiver in
offense.
motion.
Keeping it
back,
on the
run up
ground
the
with the
middle.
single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time
Exits
away.
the running back, Watford, running right, across the
That'll
first
be
down
enough
line.
for the first down
Tackle
as
at
they
the
stop him
43-yard
at the 43-yard line.
Davis in shotgun,
Here's this
1 back,
offense
2
with a
receivers
fresh
out wide
down.
right, 1 to the left. Snaps the ball,
They're
hands it
going
off,
to ride
run
this
to the
running
left.
back. A solid pickup there
Watford
before the defense
picks up
is able
4.
to make the stop.
45
After
seconds
the
left in the game,
productive
2nd and
first
6,
down
power
play,
I
it's 2nd and
formation.
6.
Davis snaps the ball,
Give
hands it
to
to
the running
Watford,
back.
Watford up the middle.
Nice,
2-yard
solid
gain.
form tackle from this sophomore.
And
Now
this
on
might
third
be the
down,
last
this
play of the game,
offense
5
has been
seconds
rolling.
left.
Can the defense stand tall?
And they just let time in.
We waited so long to start the
Michigan
season, and
wins their
just
first
the way
game
you
of the
want to
season
start,
over
getting that
Central
first
Michigan
victory.
University.
And the first games are
30
so
to
much
7.
fun. You've been practicing against each
Good
other
showing for Blake
over and
Davis in his
over
first
all
game
through
of the
camp.
season.
Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
All right, guys, we got
So
the
that's
new
going to do
season
it
started.
for us.
I'm
For
going
Jesse
to
Palmer,
streaming
David
after
Pollock,
this. I've
I'm
got to
Reese
get to
Davis saying
a
so long.
game
This
that
has
I
been
haven't knocked out.
another presentation of EA Sports
Likely
College
it'll be a
Football.
loss, but it is what it is. It's not feeling good today, so I'm pretty off my game as far as playing today goes, but gotta knock it out. So, all right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch as well, Kinetic615. Catch me on the Maze Madman channels on Monday nights over on YouTube at Maze Madman. Otherwise, guys, I will see y'all next time, and as always, go blue.